Hello, friends. Thank you for tuning in and following along on this March Mindset series. Welcome back. If you've been listening all the way along, great. If you're just popping in here and you have just discovered me or this podcast, just a little heads up, I'm in the middle of a 31-day, yes, I know, I am just like that, 31-day podcast series that I wanted to really bring to the world as a part of my body of work. And that is good because I have a large body of work from all sorts of years, and I want to just really bring it into a small, bite sized little nuggets about mindset. I work on mindset. I am a brave business coach. So let's dive into the topic for today. We're going to talk about the 5 C's that you don't want. 5 C's that you do not want in your business. So let's get busy on that. So, C number one is complaining. Oh, yes. I mean, none of us want to admit we're complainers, and yet we do complain. You might complain. You might be a complainer, and so we have to notice. This is all about noticing. It's all about awareness. It's all about noticing. It's all not about. There's no shaming. We don't need to shame ourselves. That does not heal anyone or anything. Do not should on me, because I will cringe. Don't tell me what I need to do, because I'll probably rebel. I want freedom. I want freedom. And so we oftentimes are being our own worst, big, bad, mean self to ourselves. Like I call it, I'm being a mean girl to myself. So complaining really is very victimy. Complaining. And so the C that I don't need to complain. I might need to release. I might need to set a new boundary. But whining and complaining is not sexy. It's not attractive. It's really not a good vibe or energy, or even just, it's just not a good mindset. So, complaining, be aware when you're doing it. Just start to pay attention to any complaining you might do, because we're all guilty. Raise my hand. We're all guilty of like these little tiny complaints. And so just listen for that and recognize it and begin to. I often tell my clients that, it's not black or white, right? I mean, so let's say I used to say, I don't know, like I want to neutralize what I'm saying. So this is the worst. Oh, it's probably not the worst. Maybe I am learning about, use money as an example. We can go to extremes. Well, I'm not making any money. Money is hard for me. But, those are reinforcing things you don't want, right? So I want to say I'm learning new things about money. So that kind of neutralizes it. I'm not the best and I'm not the worst. I'm learning new things daily about my money mindset. There you go. So we don't want the number one C, complaining. The second C you don't want is comparing. Oh, we love to compare. I get really caught in this as well. So everything I'm saying, why am I teaching it? Because I do it. Comparing. I want to compare my whatever year to your whatever year. I want to compare how much I'm earning compared to yours. I want to think I'm better, or somehow prove to myself that I'm not better or worse. And again, none of that really helps me at all. So I often just say, Diane, come back, get your butt in the seat, and do what you're called to do today. Serve the women that are in front of you today. Today. I just need to stay where my butt is, right? In the 12-step program, we say, where are your feet? Stay where your feet are. Because comparing myself to your Instagram, I'm never going to win. I'm never going to win. And it doesn't help me. So let's let go of number 2, comparing. Let's go to number 3, controlling. Oh, I am in all sorts of 12-step programs for this, and none of us want to admit any of these things. So if I'm making you cringe, guess what? I'm cringing too. I'm swirling and squirming in my seat even over here. Controlling. There's things that I'm really loosey, I'll go with the flow on, and then there's other things that I am a kamikaze Nazi. I get kooky about, but I can't see my own crazy. Let me say that again. I can't see my own crazy. I can't see that that's controlling. Why? Because it's just always the way I've done it. It is me wanting things my way. It's me being selfish and self-centered. It's me wanting to know the answers, right? It's me wanting to figure it out. It's me wanting to have it perfect. So these are some ways it shows up for me and my clients: controlling, nitpicking, overthinking, overanalyzing, over researching. That is all, guess what? Controlling. So I have to learn to just move forward, take some action, like put it out to the world, see what happens, release, release, release. And this is a lifelong practice, lifelong, letting go of control. In fact, I have it in front of me all over the place. I have it on bookmarks: let go and let God. I have it right here: let it be easy. I have reminders everywhere. How can this be easier? Who can help me with this? How do I need to do this? Is this even my job? Or is this just a giant big distraction? So number 3 is controlling. Number 4 on our little tootle down the road here, number 4 is competing. Now, I love a competition. I love something that's going to fire me up. I've done the 10K in 10 days, and I actually did way. I really astonished myself. Actually, I did that as a competition with myself. I just love kind of that personal record. PR is what we call it in the running world. I'd love to get a PR. I love to improve on my best from before. I love to kind of prove myself that I can do it. Prove to myself that I can do it. But nothing good comes from me competing with you, basically thinking, okay, well, she's already said this, I can't say this. Somebody's already doing this. I'm too late, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too hot, it's too cold. I've heard it all. So all of that really for me gets into this competition. You're not running late to your own miracle. I'm going to say that again. You are not running late to your own miracle. You didn't miss the boat. You didn't miss it. You're in it. You're in the boat. You're in the boat, my friend. And so the only person I'm competing with, which really is really part of my personality, I'm an Enneagram 3, and I'm learning more about this, is like deep down built inside of me. And some of it can cause me harm. Is this competition, this kind of proving energy. So I have to be really aware, really filled with grace, and really willing to release. Really willing to. And number 5 is coveting. I told you these were going to make you squeam. Coveting. I don't want to sit here and covet your life, your business, your house, because again, that's really just it feels uncomfortable for me to even talk about it. And yet I know I do it. I see you post this. I mean, just this morning, right? One of my friends posted the leggings she just found, and I'm not kidding. I clicked the button on Amazon, and those leggings have already been delivered today. I mean, is that a good example? I don't know, but will I use those leggings? I hope so. I hope I do. I hope they fit me, and I hope they feel good. But sometimes we're coveting someone else's feelings, someone else's purpose, someone else's life gifts. And you have your own. I have my own. We all have plenty. There is enough. So that is the 5: complaining, comparing, controlling, competing, and coveting. So just be aware. Again, be aware of your own self. Be aware of your own thinking. Look at your own thinking. Change your own thinking, which will then begin to change your behaviors. It's cognitive behavioral therapy. And so we can change. You are a work in progress. You are evolving. You are adapting. You are growing and learning. And I am along on the journey with you. If you want to talk to me more about anything, the coaching, speaking, any of it, just go to DianeCunningham.com. I'll see you soon.